really does seem like 2025 is going to be the year for the heyday Piston Cup racers from the 1950s. I'm all here for it. They only have like three more, I think it is, that they still need to make. But I don't know. I mean, they only really appear for a split second. So you could pretty much just say now that they did them all. Because honestly, I can't think of any off the top of my head that they still need to do. And I might be wrong, but I swear I heard that before that they still need to do three more. But don't quote me on that, I guess. But either way, yeah, it looks like they're going to be re releasing pretty much all of them in 2025 and even starting in 2024 because they just did the new 5 pack, which includes a lot of awesome ones from 2021 and other years as well. And now in 2025, to start off the year, we have the re release of Slim Hood as a single. And Slim Hood is definitely one of the best retro racers, in my opinion, because of the fact that, well, I just love his color, but also just his sponsor that he has. He has a few, but the main one, Sludge Cola, I just really like it. I don't know why. I just think it looks really, really cool. And she's just an awesome car all around. And he pretty much got a metallic version, but not really. It's just Dewey Conrod. It's another racer. But he really does look like him, just metallicalized. But I don't know what one's better, to be honest. I do. I mean, I always loved Dewey Conrod, but I got him in 2021 before Slim Hood because I didn't really ever find him in 2020 when they first released him. So yeah, I don't really know who's better, but I guess we'll see. Either way, though, yeah, welcome on back, guys, to the Cars Garage. Here is Mr. Slim Hood himself. We'll zoom in to check out his artwork. Same one as before, looking great. It's cool that we can see it all now because when he was last released in 2020, they cut off a lot of it. But I mean, they did that for pretty much, well, they did do it for, yeah, every car that year that was normal sized. They would always get their artworks cut off. So great to see him. First time on Red Riders, first time on just the new packaging in general. He looks cool. A little bit of dirt and grime and all of that. He might need some rusties actually if it's rust. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. I don't know if that got translated onto the. Oh, it did. It did. Look at that. He did get all that dirt on his diecast. Not on the front, but at least on the sides. That is really cool. Props to Mattel there. But let's check out the back. See what's back. Oh, come on. As seen in what movie? Cars? No, 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 Mattel. I don't think the veteran retro racers ever appeared in the first Cars movie. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not right. Mattel. I actually already knew this. I didn't know it right away. It took me a while because I've had these 2025 cars for a while. Just found Case Ann, which he came out of, and that was actually a couple weeks ago now. Just waited a while because I needed to do some other 2024 videos first. But yeah, I just don't really get why they did this. I didn't even realize this though. It took me a couple weeks. Like I said, I just realized it just a couple days ago now, and I told everyone in the Cars Planes group chat on Skype, and they're like, "We already knew that." I'm like, "Well, I don't remember talking about it." But either way, Dave Alternator, Sally, regular old Lightning McQueen, Fillmore, Billy Oil Changer, and Sheriff. Dave and Billy are new ones for 2024. Not new, but you know what I mean, like new re-inclusions. Not even new variants though, but they're still nice to see. Not so much Dave, but Billy is great to see back because just like Slim, he was last released in 2020. I love his name though, Slim Hood. Slim is in quotes for whatever reason. I guess just because it's a nickname. So Hood can be a last name, but Slim can't be a first name. I mean, it does sound like a nickname, but I don't know. I wonder what his real name is. I don't know. I guess we'll have to think of that. Either way, though, yeah, without any further ado, let's bust open Slim and see how he looks out of the package. Alright, guys, now clearly we all know that Slim Hood does not appear in Cars 1, obviously, like Mattel thinks that he does. But they might have a bit of a reason to put as seen in the first Cars movie on the back of his package, because technically he doesn't really appear in Cars 3 either. And usually when a car doesn't appear in any like main sequels, you know, if they appear in like, let's say a book like Mater and the Easter Buggy, for example, then on the back of the package, they'll just put as seen in Cars. So maybe the same thing kind of goes for Mr. Slim Hood here, because technically he does not appear in Cars 3. I knew that from long ago, but then, you get confused after looking at all the retro racers, for so long and kind of grouping together, and you're like, yeah, they all appear in the flashback scene, right? In the race footage that McQueen watched, one of those scenes, they're all in there. But no, Slim Hood isn't there. So, I mean, that's pretty darn shocking that Mattel isn't really right, but they're not really wrong to put that he appeared in Cars 1, because technically he really didn't appear in Cars 3. That would have been wrong too. Although, I mean, still, that still would have been definitely probably the better thing to do, because clearly he was supposed to appear in Cars 3, or I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. Why did they release some that didn't appear in the movie when there's still more from the movie that they still have yet to release, like that red and white one, for example, with Junior Moon's model? Like, why not do him? He actually appeared in the movie. Why did they do Slim Hood before they did Dewey Coenrod, who looks awfully similar to Slim, but actually appeared in the movie? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But either way, he was released before him, 2 years before, in 2019. I know earlier I said he actually got released in 2020, but I forgot it was actually 2019. I believe it was somewhere around the half point in the year. But either way, I think it was just a one case, one time situation. So yeah, that's why he did become kind of on the rare side. Definitely. But he's very cool. A nice, mellow expression. He has a plastic eye plate. Not a ton of plastic anywhere else, though. I mean, just a little bumper there in the front and the back, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty much all metal, except for the windows, tires, and base, which is nice. So it's a nice, hefty car. Pretty hefty because he's pretty, like, wide and has a lot of, like, sharp angles and edges, and he's like very cold to the touch. So that's a good thing. I just like when a car feels like they're metal. It just, I don't know, it just is better, than reviewing a tiny little Jessica Carville or something like that. But yeah, nice front old school fascia, and actually the only car that he shares the same model to is Mr. Slim. I mean, sorry, Dewey Coenrod once again. So they have a lot of similarities. They even have pretty much the same expression, almost the same colored eyes. There's definitely a lot of similarities between these two. I mean, everything down to a T, even the headlights having the X's over them, that's the same. Wow, there's a lot of similarities. I didn't even realize that until just now. What in the world? Either way, though, let's just focus on Slim for now. Then we'll compare him to all the other racers and all that. Yeah, lots of nice silver trim. He has the X's over his headlights. Really weird. I guess it's supposed to be tape or something. I'm not really sure. He has the little nines underneath his headlights. The eye plate there is made of plastic and not attached to the main metal body. Nice green eyes, though. He is number 9, so he has the big old number 9 on his roof and on his doors there on the side, so that's pretty cool. And I just love all of these very cool, detailed contingency sponsors, or they, I don't know, because with these retro racers, they never really have like one sponsor for the most part, except for like I would say Leroy, because he's definitely the revolting racer. But then he has some other like sponsors on them too. So that's the thing with these retro racers. Most of them have about 5 sponsors or so, anywhere from about 4 to 6, I would say, on them with all kinds of like different logos and different spots. So yeah, he doesn't really have a clear sponsor, but I would say his main one, if I had to pick, would be Sledge Cola, because that one's just pretty darn iconic. I would say it's a sponsor I always think about first when I think of these old school retro racers. It's kind of like the Leakless or Nitro Wade of the retro racers, which is cool. It says drink Sludge Cola. It reminds me of Buzz Cola from The Simpsons. And then it says it'll give you a jump start. And then the motor oil logo down there. He's got the Sludge Cola bottle. The bubbles kind of like fizzing out into the logo. Then he has another logo towards his front fender that says the Plaza Supermarket, Bristol, Tennessee. So it must be some kind of supermarket, big old store in Bristol, Tennessee. I wonder if that's where he's from. I don't think so, though, because of his license plate, which we'll get to in a second. He also has some more decals. It says Southern Gasoline Gold. Maybe it's supposed to be Southern Gold Gasoline. I'm not sure how to say it, but it does say gasoline before gold. I just feel like it sounds better if it's Southern Gold Gasoline. Southern Gasoline Gold sounds kind of weird, but maybe it's like, I don't know, Southern Gasoline, and then like gold is like a new kind of gasoline. I'm not sure. I think I'm thinking too far into this, but he does have the revolting logo too, the very old school one. So that's cool. Just a really great car all around, though. All the details are very intricate and really cool. I just love reading them. What they say, it's just fun. That's what you don't really get to do with the, well, newer racers, but even ones from the first Cars movie, because they just have one sponsor, then some contingency sponsors, but usually just copy and pasted the same ones on every racer. So this just feels more like original. Each racer has something new to offer, but I never understood why some of them don't have anything. Like just really the three legends and Doc, they don't really have any sponsor, which is kind of strange. Doc just kind of sponsoring himself, and I guess Twin H Power, and then Junior Moon, Louise Nash, and River Scott just don't have anything. I don't get that. I guess just because they probably just did that because they wanted them to look more. I don't know. I guess they wanted them to stand out, just not have any because having them makes them look like every other racer. I'm not sure. Either way, very, very basic wheels, but that's how they're supposed to be, so that's okay. Just with the black rims. I think they're supposed to be like that. Yep, they are. Look at that. They got that right. See the artwork there? Has fully black tires, even the rims. So that's cool. They didn't have to do any work there. Lots of nice dirt detailing though, which is cool. Does say his initials, or not his initial. I was gonna say signature, then I said initials, but no, it just says Slim Hood, his name. Slim in quotes, and he is named off of a someone like a Pixar employee that worked on Cars 3 named Sam Hood. So yeah, some guy in real life's last name is Hood. I can't believe that. But apparently he was a story artist for Cars 3, so that's pretty cool. On the back on his trunk there, it says once again, drink Sludge Cola. It'll give you a jump start with the bottle there. Nice and big on the back so we can really see it. For some reason the S is detached from the rest of the letters on the Sludge Cola logo there on the bottle. That's weird. Is it here too? No, it's not. This must be like a weird error. Oh man, now I'm gonna have to check my package one. I must have opened an error. This doesn't really count as an error, but it kind of feels like one, I guess. It's not supposed to be like that either way. Then he has on the back the Motor Oil logo, Southern Gasoline Gold, and Revolting logo. Once again, all three of those guys just kind of stamped on his butt. And then he has the taillights back there, looking very nice and detailed. And then the license plate reads L02-02M. And then on the top, what does that say? I think it says, I gotta read it up close. I think it says Tennessee. Let me look 1 second. I just want to see what his license plate says online because I got it pulled up right now. I don't know. It doesn't say. Never mind. I'm pretty sure it says Tennessee, though. That would make sense because it says Bristol, Tennessee on this Plaza supermarket right underneath that. So it would make sense if it said Tennessee. It might be clarified. I can't tell. It's very blurry. Then on the bottom, what does that say? Oh, it says 1955. Oh, yeah, because it said that online, I read, which is another reason why he couldn't have appeared in Cars 3. That's weird. Why would it say 1955 if the race that they show, the flashback race, and the race that McQueen watches where Doc was in back in the 50s, that was supposed to be 1953? But how would he say on his license plate 1955? That doesn't make sense. So what the heck is Slim a time traveler? I don't know what to think anymore. That is just so weird. I've never seen anything like that before. We have this much of like a mystery to one of these cars. How cool is that? It's really cool. But anyways, this side is the exact same. Drink Sludge Cola to give you a jump start. Now I kind of want to drink Sludge Cola. I don't even like cola, but I kind of want to try it now because it's just stamped all over Slim. The power of advertising, I guess. But anyways, on the base, very nice and detailed, and it says T30A. So he was made on the 30th week of just this year, 2024. I mean, well, yeah, I'm not almost not this year. This guy's a 2025 release. I got confused for a second there. I was like, is it what year is it again? It's 2024, almost. Okay, I get it now. Either way, though, it looks like he is number 6 though because of the big 9. Just when you look at it this way, but you're supposed to flip it around because you know how 9 and 6s work. You know, they kind of just flip it around, and it's like, oh, it's the other number. But it's funny because it does look like a 6 a lot. Either way, though, that's pretty much all I have to show you guys with Slim Hood. I just want to compare him a little bit more to Dewey because, like I said, they are the same model. So that's pretty cool. Don't really know what the model is called. I'm glad they have different license plates, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. We can't really be for certain, I guess, what the model's called, but we don't really know anything about his backstory or anything either, because that's just, how it goes with a lot of Cars 3 characters. We really don't know much about them, but we still love them just the same. I don't believe any other racers have the exact same model. Maybe, no, I think this guy's a little bit different. I forget his name for some reason. It says right on there. So, Clovis Rider. I was probably going to remember it, but I don't know if I would have or not. Randy Lawson. I don't know why. This one, it just seems so like elusive to me. He just kind of came and went, and it's like, I hope they redo him again for 2025. They're bringing back a lot of them, so I'm sure they will. But Slim is awesome. I absolutely love Slim Hood. Almost forgot that I wanted to mention this guy actually had a Thomasville racer, or a Piston Cup racer, I guess, actually model after his design. That was Cal Weathers. That's who he was mimicking, Slim Hood. I almost forgot about that. Also, he come out of case T originally. So yeah, that was a rare case because there was a lot of very elusive cars in that case. The Rev and Go Racing Tractor was in that case. I believe that was also the case with Wheel to Lee and Speedy Comet. Those guys not so rare, but it's funny how they just did Wheel to Lee. They haven't done Speedy in a while, but maybe they'll eventually do the Rev and Go Racing Tractor again. That would be cool because they just did Slim. But either way, hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. Let me know what you think of Slim down in the comments below. Is he a time traveler or what the heck is the case with this guy? I don't know. But either way, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you next time right here on the Cars Garage.